Welcome back. The U.S. intelligence community says UFO reports involving the military are on the rise. The Pentagon has looked at 366 new reports, deeming half of them unremarkable, but investigators are still trying to determine the cause of the others. Our Brittany Shepard has that story.
U.S. intelligence agencies confirm hundreds of additional UAP sightings have been reported. UAP stands for Unidentified Aerial Phenomena, otherwise known as UFOs. The annual report on unidentified aerial phenomena now reveals 366 new close encounters since an agency was formed in 2021 to track them. That's more than double the number reported in the previous 17 years combined.
Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, look at the fly.
Officials say they can explain less than half those encounters, usually a mix of drones, balloons, or birds. The rest remain a mystery. Like this Navy pilot's video from 2004, showing a group of unknown aviators seemingly defying the laws of physics.
There's a whole fleet of them. Oh my gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west.
Or this inexplicable run-in off the coast of California in 2015.
Whoa, it's getting close.
Pentagon officials say it's not time to call the men in black just yet.
Who are you? Really?
Really? I am just a figment of your imagination.
But they say it's crucial to track, investigate, and disclose reported incidents to help protect national security and safety for all Earthling flyers.
I think one of the key points in this report, given the potential hazard that UAPs do present, notably there's been no reported collisions.
Our thanks to Brittany Shepard for that. And ABC News senior Pentagon reporter Louis Martinez joins me now for more on this. Hi, Louis. So when you say UFO, we often think of alien spacecraft. The flying objects in these reports are described as appearing, and I quote here, to have demonstrated unusual flight characteristics or performance capabilities. So what does that mean?
That means you can't explain what you're seeing, and that's what happens when military pilots or personnel aboard ships see something in the skies that they can't explain. You're used to normal travel patterns, normal flight patterns, but when something appears on your sensors, and let's remember now, most of these modern aircraft have significantly sophisticated equipment that picks up some of the stuff. What you're seeing on your screen right now was captured by some of those sensors aboard high-tech aircraft. And so when you can't explain it, then the Pentagon raises concerns because it could pose a safety risk, as you heard there from General Ryder, and it could pose potentially the threat that this is foreign surveillance of our military. So the Pentagon and the U.S. intelligence community really want to get to the bottom of what these are, and as we saw in Brittany's report there, a lot of it can be explained to terrestrial reasons, but of course the real interest is always about whether this is extraterrestrial and not from this Earth.
So here's what I'm hearing. It could be alien spacecraft. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, you know what's really important here is that the Pentagon has started their own office here of about, I think since last summer, that's been really digging deep into these reported sightings. A lot of them, by the way, in the last 18 months since that initial report back in June of 2021. And they think that a lot of them are because of the reducing the stigma and stepping forward with it. In the days past, it could have been that pilots were nervous about what their peers would think if they really stepped forward and said, hey, I saw something or my sensor picked something up. So now this Pentagon office is working with other agencies in the federal government, collecting data, and they're able to explain some of this stuff. But what's really important about when we talked to the head of that office back in December, he said he's not ruling anything out because even though there might be some terrestrial explanations for some of these things, they're taking a scientific approach to this and they don't want to rule anything out. So to your point, Diane, it's very possible.
All right, I'm on the lookout here, Louis. I'm on the lookout. We appreciate it, as always. Keep your eyes up, Louis.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.
Shalom. Halalyam Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Qudash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well and labor in the word and doctrine. Shalom and in peace, may that be to the elect. This is going to be a quick hit. You've seen what they've put out from the last 70 years, 144. Right now it's 366. That's a dramatic increase. But in truth, this is not them just messing about with numbers. This is the Lord increasing. Increasing the sightings and the dread, the fear upon these nations. So Psalm 104 verse 3 says, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind. As the clouds, you're reading the scriptures about clouds. Yahawashi will be coming back in these same UAPs, right? But they've been identified, these aerial phenomena, right? As the chariots of Israel. Revelation 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so man. Right? And the angels are in one accord. Right? So the whole earth will be wailing because of these chariots. When it's all said and done, they're not just pretty lights in the sky. They're gonna bring, when he tries to go to war with the angels of heaven, they're gonna bring the smoke. They're gonna bring the fire. Right? This is Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15 and 16. For behold, Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. So really they represent the fury, the anger that the Lord has with chiefly but all these nations, and including the wicked of our people. Let's get that from Kings. So this is Second Kings 2 and 11 says, and it came to pass as they still went on and talked, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire, and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven, and Elisha saw it, and he cried, my father, the chariot of Israel, and the horsemen thereof. And he saw him no more, and he took hold of his own clothes and rent them in 2 pieces. Okay, so that being taken up into a whirlwind, and like we said, the chariots with a whirlwind in Isaiah 66. These things are throughout the scripture. In Maccabees, there's an account of that. But these are the angels giving this man hell. Bringing reassurance, comfort unto the hopeful elect, those that hope to be of that election, and fear and dread upon these other nations. Isaiah 19 verse 17 says, and the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt, and Babylon the Great, so-called America, is the new Egypt, right? And is the new Pharaoh. It says, everyone that make mention thereof shall be afraid in himself, because of the counsel of Yahawah of hosts, which he hath determined against it. And in Revelation 19, I think it's around the 10th verse, you can see that the angels are the brethren, right? Fellow servants and brethren of the Israelites. One last. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. Says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labours. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. So these other nations are not looking to be delivered by these things. You go into this. It says, unidentified flying saucer crashes into US government aviation logo. And there you have it there. And this is the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. Right, they put it on and then they took it back off again. So it shows there's something to this. So I'll leave it there, short to the point. Next video, Lord willing. Halalyam Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi bahasham Shalom.